My name is Micah Mills. I grew up here around the St. Louis region. Great city of manifest destiny with the Gateway Arch. It is fun to come up and see the city. I've gone up to see like Cardinals games. I've come to see like certain events. I grew up being homeschooled. I was taught by my mom. I would say that she's more the mental head of the family. Like she plans everything. Like she plans like trips, she plans events. Sometimes it feels a bit of a nag. She's always out to make sure we're benefiting from what we're doing and that we're always aiming to do better. Faith is very important to me. I don't consider myself the best Christian. I don't read the Bible like I should. When I read, I get bored. If I get bored, my mind will start to wander. My particular lived experience with autism, sometimes it makes me feel like I'm not there. And there have been occasions where like I feel like so invisible that I could just walk through walls. Like that's how isolated I sometimes feel. I do think it is also sometimes a superpower, sometimes a weakness. And my autism really helped because it boosts my creativity and my thinking power. I will say it does make me overthink a lot. And autism does affect my ability to communicate. It's harder for me to start a conversation. And that probably is because of the autism. But once a conversation gets going, I can ramble along like I am. It's maybe developed what I call social invisibility, where people will know that I'm there, but they'll be talking with other people on occasion. So that makes me feel like not part of those conversations. Sometimes it makes me feel like I am there, but I'm not being seen. I do like attention sometimes. I like making heads turn a little bit. Sometimes I like to go out during a full moon night. And I just like go out, I put on like a special costume. I call it my super suit because I base it around a character I portray known as the Realm Maker. I basically don that suit and just go out and have like a fun little night. I'll go to like a restaurant that I really like wearing that suit. I've had people like come up and like ask if they could take a picture with me, which I allowed them with no charge because why not? They're getting a picture with a real life superhero. I love performing and making stories for people through singing, through dancing, being on stage, through my various different voices. Something tells me we're gonna get on splendidly. And apparently my home's not filled with enough adorable children. I can feel your anger and your journey towards the dark side. So I used to work as a pizza delivery driver. My autism did definitely hinder me a little bit, or like just make me not as efficient. Pulling out pizzas out of the oven, boxing them, cutting them, working the cashier, and also dishes. I am a very high perfectionist. Some people could do them like an hour and they get done. I took 3 hours just to make sure I get every single grain of dirt off of them. I would like very frequently freak out whenever we had a rush. I do think God has blessed me with a lot of luck. I mean, He's blessed me with my current job working at Mastercard. I work particularly in the sourcing area. Moving on into that was a huge refresh for me. I could work at my own pace and it didn't have to be like overly fast. Yeah, transition into that, it turned from like overly stressful to incredibly relaxing. Definitely like lowered like my levels of anxiety that came with the stress from working at the pizza place. It's incredible just like to see the dramatic shift. The main thing I was like hired on for was to help them build up an AI chatbot. Working there is definitely a benefit to me because I can work at my own pace and also focus on something that I am also good at. How I ended up getting hired into Mastercard was through a company known as Peak. Working for peak performers is rather beneficial. They like to establish any particular tendencies that I have with my autism, like how do I particularly like to work, what are some problems that I have, and what are things that I know I'm good at. So at Mastercard, I work directly under Jacob Ellebeck, my manager, and then our main manager is Pratik Patel. They are great. They're always trying to make sure that I understand everything and make sure that I'm moving forward and find a good system that helps work for me, but also benefits them.
Yeah, so I'm Micah's direct manager. I was surprised with Micah taking up the workload at the pace that he was really able to do it. Work that some people would find tedious at a really fast pace, much faster than our team could.
There is a stigma, I think, when it comes to people with disabilities, that there's limits in what they can do. And that's just so unfortunate. And I see that frustrates me. And I want to ensure that the underemployed, the underrepresented, the underappreciated even part of the population get their opportunity. That ability now to have an understanding of what can we do that gets the most potential out of Micah is so powerful.
Yeah, what I would tell other managers who are in the same position as I was, as somebody who's new to managing somebody who's neurodiverse, is be a good listener when they're trying to open up to you and tell you the accommodations they need.
Yeah, so some of the benefits that I get from working Mastercard, they pay peak performers to pay me, which is very good, very good. When I went to Texas for a trip, that was my first ever solo trip, so I didn't have to worry about like other things that like the rest of my family was doing. The independence and freedom that I got from just going on this whole trip, it was kind of enlightening. Like that's a type of aloneness that you can enjoy. With the amount of trips I've had like this year and like going with my family, I felt like that just one solo trip kind of felt relaxing. It makes me excited for like when I eventually like live alone in my own house. There are people around me that do want to help me like grow. The people around me, like my friends and my family, do try to direct me to like different things that they think will benefit me. But there are some times where I want to find like a certain kind of growth that I want to get into. It may not be the most realistic expectations for myself or like realistic goals, but it's still something I want to pursue. And for some advice that I would give to like other people with autism, and I would honestly say don't just be the person that people expect you to be. Don't be the person that people want you to be. Be the person that you want to be.